Okay. So where did he live? About how old is June Fernando? What is his relationship to anybody in the house?
Well,
what stuff would he be involved in? What was he doing there? Does he work? What is it?
back in the 90s, Jeff, Charlotte, and June, they worked together at Amway, and that's how they met. And then when Charlotte was moved to a government job, then June also moved to a government job, and then Jeff moved to a government job as well. So then they began like working. They all began working with Amway, and then they started working together in the county and state government.
Mm-hmm.
And he was, they had become acquaintances like through work, and then this is what they've told me. They told me that they had different schedules, so June would babysit Brittany and Garrett while they were at work or something, and then
So he actually lives in the home?
yeah, he lives there.
Okay, and do you know how long he's lived there?
He moved in with them. They moved into the house in 2003.
Yeah, I think I looked at the records of the house, and they're actually co-owners with this
right.
Filipino man. So what would he do with Garrett or Charlotte, Brittany? What things was he involved in?
June would often provide Garrett with money, like if he was actually the godfather of Garrett.
Okay.
So like if Garrett needed money to go buy something, like to go buy drugs, for example, June would provide him with that money.
Okay, and then what else did he do? What did June have in the basement? Or you told me something about some kind of other paraphernalia or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, June had his own, I'm not sure if he had his own, like, drug paraphernalia that I can remember right now.
You were saying
but he had a lot of pornography in his room, and then he would give Garrett the key to his room, and Garrett would access like pornography tapes. This is when we were both around 13 years old. So he would give Garrett like his pornography tapes, and then let Garrett watch them, if Garrett had a friend over, and then he would go into June's room, get the pornography tape, and then invite me like into his room with his friend and watch the tapes together.
Okay, so you would all be watching pornography together?
Yeah.
Okay. So, did Garrett ever do anything, or Jeff do anything to you that made you feel uncomfortable?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm gonna talk about that in the next tape, but I wanted to just record that there was clear evidence that there was drug use in the house, of marijuana, crack cocaine, and heroin, alcohol use at the age of like 13, 14 years old, pornography. And
this is what your taxpayer money is going to, these kind of people. And it's time for the feds to get involved. So here's another short video we're uploading. We'll just keep on uploading more and more videos with more information about these criminals that are running the Child Protective Services in Maryland, in the United States, and the foster care.
Over hundreds of underage children, taking them from their families and putting them into traumatizing circumstances. But just keep in mind that what I'm speaking to you about, is my own experience, my solo experience with one foster home that fostered over 100 children. Okay, so one foster parent fostering over 100 children. So keep in mind that there's thousands of foster parents. So for every 1,000 of foster parents, each one of them has between 50 to 100, 50 to 100 children that they're fostering, getting money from, and putting them into similar circumstances.
Yeah.
The sexual abuse, drug use, pornography, and killing them. For example, in the previous videos we spoke about a past foster child who was burned alive, and this has got to stop. Like, we're purposely making these videos to speak about it. It's going to be a community issue. These people are going to be exposed. The Maynards, the Radcliffes, the McCombs, all of the social workers that have been involved with us in Maryland since 2004, before that, and to now, we want everybody in Maryland, in the surrounding states, around the world, who are also familiar with this situation and just learning about it. We want everybody to know that there is going to be a stronger community support about keeping your children away from these type of people, and pinpointing these people who have been hurting our children. People like myself, my sister, my brothers and sisters, they're going to be in trouble. They're going to be.
So just to let you know,
they're going to have they're going to be.
They're going to feel the full force of the federal government on their backs.
They're going to.
Just to let you know, we have gone to the state authorities. We have spoken to. We've gone to Drumcastle Center, which is located in Towson, Maryland, and spoke to a detective there, and she frankly told us, sorry, it's too late. We don't have any evidence of this going on. It's been over a year since these things happened. And so even though you, as a foster child, go to therapists, talk about these things, are bulldozed with horrible doses of psychotropic drugs as if you're crazy for speaking out, that they make sure that the time goes past a certain standard, as far as the state is concerned, and then they, when you're finally out of this situation and able to speak for yourself, then they say, well, actually, according to our ordinances, it's too late for you to seek any recourse. Meanwhile, they still allow the same people to continue receiving foster children. So we're trying to prevent this from repeating itself. And we understand we have a whole life ahead of us to build, but we're going to stop them from ruining other child's lives. So it starts here, speaking out.